Real quick, just wanted to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the channel, and if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. We need you. Alright y'all, welcome back to Josh's Lawn and Landscape, and I want to start off by giving a huge thank you shout out to Mr. Gerald Greenlee over at Clean and Green Lawn Service. Big congratulations, he just hit 600 subscribers. Gave me a shout out in that video, and I think he did another video the same day and gave me another shout out once again. So Mr. Gerald's a good friend of mine. We actually met through YouTube. He's a great guy, does some good work. So if you haven't yet, check out his channel, subscribe. If you haven't yet to this channel, hit that subscribe button. Leave me a thumbs up on the video. Let me know what you think about it. Check out some of my previous videos. I've got some mower reviews, how-to type stuff. I've done hydro services on the Toro, general maintenance on a couple of my mowers and things like that. So check those videos out. I've got my 2021 setup, did a little while back. So I know it's been a couple of days since I did a video. So I've had a lot going on. I'm gonna have a lot going on pretty much all year. So I'm going to try to keep up with some content, kind of get like John from John's Daily Hustle. Every once in a while things get a little hectic. So but a couple things I want to throw in here first is I have picked up some new equipment or accessories things today. One is a replacement tool, and then one is something that I'm going to try out that a lot of people already use. So I guess I'm kind of just getting on the wagon with it, but I'm only going to try it on one of my tools. So the first thing here that I've got here is the Echo Speedfeed 400. It's supposed to fit on the steel weed eater, so it's got the adapters with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try this out on one of my 94Rs. It actually already has some of the crossfire line, which I like, is already in this trimmer head. So I'm going to swap this out for the, I believe it's the Auto Cut 25 is typically what comes on a steel. I'm going to swap one out, see how I like it. I may even do a video with a timed line change where I put new trimmer line on this as well as the standard Auto Cut 25 where you actually have the spool that comes out. So I may do that little video just to kind of show the difference and kind of see what it is. And then I also picked up a replacement today of my Fiskars. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. Fiskars titanium ratcheting Loppers. I had a pair of these and somehow used them on a job. Guess I laid them down. I've been checking jobs as I go back to them and seeing if maybe I laid them out somewhere. There's only a couple of jobs I haven't checked that I could have used them at, but I needed them the other day, didn't have them. So I went ahead and picked up another pair of those from Home Depot along with the Speedfeed head. And the past couple days I have been working on an irrigation job, and I may have mentioned that I had it coming up, but it's just been super crazy with the timeline that I was trying to throw it in, and just had all kind of issues with it. So just to kind of get into that is scheduled this job. It was only a 4-zone irrigation install, but it was almost 1,600 feet of pipe to run, and mainly because the water meter was on the opposite side of the lot from the garage, which is where the homeowner wanted the valve box to be, so it would be close to the timer inside the garage. So basically just wanted to run a lot less wire. So basically we had to go all the way around the back of the house and come back up to the front corner almost to tie everything in. Plus there were 2 whole zones on the side where the water meter's at. So I think I bought 1,600 feet of pipe. I think I've got about maybe 60 feet left or so with the pieces that I have. So did pretty good on that, considering just walked it off with my steps. That was kind of the only good thing from that job. Rented a Toro Trx, I believe it was a 16, I don't think it was a 20. Toro Trx Walk behind trencher, which is simply where it oscillates up and down on a single pivot point. It's not like a dingo where you have the bucket arms where you can lift it up and kind of drop it in at a steeper angle. So, plus it was gas versus diesel. So, it did okay, but I will probably never rent one of those again. If you're in the sandland or something where it's not all clay, where this job was at was all clay, it was dry, so there were some very hard areas in the yard, and not to mention tree roots. The tree roots on this job just absolutely killed it, and I will probably try tomorrow to maybe get some quick footage of the layout so you can see the yard, even though the trenches are basically covered up. But spent more than probably 2 hours total between the 2 days I was there with a pickaxe, either cutting a root or knocking out some hard ground in some short runs that I couldn't get to with the trencher, with it being too close to a valve box or a possible water line where stuff had to be hand dug. So just been super crazy. My brother-in-law helped me out, and we did not leave that job last night until 9:45, trying to get to a certain point. So, and then I got rained out today. It rained from about 1 o'clock in the morning, maybe even 12 o'clock last night, till about, I don't know, probably 5, not my Speedfeed in the bed, 5 or 6 almost today. So I could have probably gone up there and got an hour or two of work, but I called the homeowner, let him know that I was going to pick up some stuff and give it a chance to dry out a little bit, because it's not scheduled to rain until another couple of days. So once all day tomorrow, give it a little chance to dry out. So, and one other issue that I've had with this job, partly my fault, because the drill bit that I was using to drill from the inside of the garage out to where the valve box is going to go to run the wire, my drill bit was getting a little dull. I hadn't used it but a couple of times, but I had hit some hard concrete with it, so it kind of dulled it up a little bit. But figured I could do another job or two with it, so trying to drill the hole. And let me hop up in here. The homeowner, the house, has hardy plank siding on it. Well, when the drill bit pushed through to the outside, it popped a piece of the siding. Now you can see on this upper end up here where the hole came out, but as I was trying to utilize it to make the hole a little bigger, what just kind of wallered out so that the wire didn't get stuck. Yeah, it busted a piece of siding, so I had to go today, and it actually took 5 attempts, 2 at one store and 3 at another store. Luckily they only charged me for the one I kept, trying to paint color match the siding. And I just got lucky enough to find an actual paint swatch at Home Depot that was close enough to that siding so that when I put it back in there and put a little adhesive on it, I'm going to run some caulking over each end of it to cover up the crack lines, and then touch it up with the paint. And yeah, they even use the analyzer at Home Depot, and it came out like a lighter, almost like a grayish purple for some reason. For some reason their scanner wouldn't pick it up to make a good color match. So thankfully I was able to find a swatch, and they mixed it up, dabbed a little bit on top of the can, let it dry, and it's about as close as it's going to get without trying to order some from the manufacturer and it taking a couple of days possibly to get here. So, and the homeowner's got all kinds of things going on. They've had landscapers come in, they've had fence people come in and drop stuff, they've had rock being delivered. They're supposed to put sod down Friday. And so I've got all the pipes in, all the heads are there. I've just got to attach everything. And so it's just been a crazy couple of days. So I haven't been able to really take the time to get the footage of it, but wanted to let you know what had been going on. Show you some new equipment here and some of the issues and things that arise from lawn care and landscaping stuff. So you just never know what you're going to get into. And yeah, it's just been a rough couple of days. Been a long couple of days, but that's the nature of it. So again, before I get too long-winded, because this video is probably getting around 10 minutes long now, 8 or 10 minutes long. I've got to unload some excess pipe and just make sure I got a few tools and things that I'm going to need to wrap up what's left of the job tomorrow. Yeah, just get organized for that. So I want to wrap it up and say once again, huge thank you to Mr. Gerald Greenlee over at Clean and Green Lawn Service. Again, if you haven't, check his channel out. If you haven't yet, leave me a comment below. Give me a thumbs up on the video. Let me know what your thoughts are. And hit that subscribe button. Just clicked over 400 not too long ago. So big thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the channel. And everybody who's taking the time to watch. Again, hit that subscribe button. We're heading on towards 500. We'll get there at some point, and I'm going to appreciate each and every one of you along the way. And I'm going to try to do some more shout outs. I need to do some subscriber shout outs at some point. But once again, thank y'all. Y'all be safe, be kind, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks, everybody.